watching Medfield TV, community shows.
Welcome to Live Your Passion. I'm your host, Alex Stephen from Life Transforming Treasures. On Live Your Passion, our guests share their stories and challenges and how they embraced and overcame them. Hopefully, you can use some of their wisdoms to help you on your journey. I'm an author, a speaker, and a life transformation coach. You can go to my website, alexstephen.com, and download your free 7 keys to your dream lifestyle. This morning I have a special guest, Dana Pedro, and I'll have Dana introduce herself. Welcome, Dana.
Oh, thank you, Alex. As Alex said, my name is Dana Pedro. I am a motivational speaker, life coach, and an author, and I'm the owner of Embrace.
Embrace.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, welcome here this morning.
Thank you.
And I know you want to talk about losing yourself to
Yes.
find yourself.
You know what? The world says losing yourself or losing your mind is a bad place to be, but I discovered that's the best place to be in your life.
That's the best place to be in your life, yeah.
Yes.
And I want to share with the audience, Dana and I have a couple things in common. We both from the Caribbean.
Yes.
Her roots is from the Virgin Islands, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. And we both graduated from Howard University.
Yes, yes.
As a matter of fact, when I graduated, she came after, so I left space for her to come
Yes,
in.
of course, Alex.
Yeah, we weren't there at the
Yes.
same time. So,
Yes.
so that's good. So, share with the audience a little bit the story, the pain that you went through, some of the experiences that you had, you could share with them.
Okay.
Let them get a feel for what you went through.
Okay. Well, to experience the brokenness, I'll let you know the very event that created that brokenness. It was a series of events.
Yes.
I lost my brother David, who was the most beautiful soul, like the coolest soul here on earth. He passed away. And then I lost my mother. She was diagnosed with cancer, probably like in June, and then she passed away in October. But while my mother passed away, my dad was sick, but not sick to be in the hospital. So I took him in, I took care of him. And then after 5 years, he suddenly passed away. Like I brought him to a hospital on a Monday, and he passed away on a Wednesday.
Wow.
So I was devastated. Grief, sadness, I was in an abyss of sadness.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to do. I was lost, and every pain that I ever experienced in life just kind of came over me. Yes.
Everything came so fast in such a short period of time.
Yes.
Yeah, so share with the audience, some of the things you went, I know, physically,
Yes.
mentally, how did it affect you? Or you could
Mentally,
share some of
my mind, I felt like I was broken. I tell you, physically, my body ached with pain. I almost joke with my eye ducts. I don't even have any more tears to come out.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And what I would do every morning, I would get up, I would go to the cemetery. I had a chair. I would sit there and I would cry and I would cry. Then I would go home, I would cry and I would cry, and then I would cry myself to sleep. I mean, that's how I spent my time. I was out of work for 2 months.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty, a low area to be, so to speak. Yeah, so mentally, physically, and then you were out of work, so you had, no social life, nobody to talk to.
Yes.
Basically, you lost your mom, your brother, and your dad in a short period of time.
Yes.
So that was very, very painful.
And you don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah,
I
you don't
just
want
was
to talk
so
to anyone.
broken.
Yeah, so broken. Wow, but did it affect you in any way in terms of physical, anything that stayed, or it was just temporary?
A lot of things bothered me, but now that I'm okay, but my body hurt.
At that time.
I thought at one point, I thought I was going to die. Like my body ached so much, like in my soul. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. And in my mind, I couldn't even think straight. Like I said, I could not sleep. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I felt so lost. I felt so sad. I felt so alone. That's how I felt.
So did you leave your job, or you took leave from your job?
Thank God I was always a good employee that never took any sick time, and I had a good reputation that I could stay out for the 2 months without any issues.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a blessing right there.
Yes.
Yeah, because in some situations, somebody in that situation could lose their job. You know, they could say after a couple of weeks, well, that's it. So, so that's a pretty tough position, and that went on for a little while. A little while it went on. But in the meantime, you're a person, you're a believer. You believe in God, so you never gave up on God. So share with the audience some of the things that you were doing during that time to take you out of that depression, so to speak.
You know, I never lost sight of God. Even in my sadness, even in my crying, even in my pain or my deep loneliness, I always cried out to God. I always prayed to God. Even when I didn't have the words to say, I was thinking of God. I trusted in Him, I believed in Him, and in my crying, I was like, Lord, help me. So that helped me. Just believing in God, trusting in God, knowing that eventually God would get me out of this, because God is faithful to His promises. And I believe that. And even when I didn't even know what was going to happen, I had no idea. I thought at one point maybe I might lose my mind. I really did.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Because I'm usually, you look at me, most people know that I have things together. I have a job. People see me as the diva. You know what I mean? Perfect hair, makeup, everything is perfect. But I wasn't. I was a wreck on the inside. But I trusted God.
How did your church family, how did they play in at this critical point in your life? Did you have a church family at that time?
I mean, I thank God for the support system that I have. I am so blessed that I have really, really, really good friends. And also my church system. The EL group that I belong to prayed for me, sent me texts that were encouraging, gave me scriptures, gave me insights from God, and also my friends just checking on me, just making sure that I was okay, but not babying me, because I realized that I didn't need to be babied, because that didn't help me. I realized that I needed to go through it, and people understood how I needed to go through it, because a lot of times when you're going through, you don't need to hear you're going to be okay. Because trust me, I didn't think I was going to be okay. And that's not what you need, you know?
But that support, you know, and this is what I want people in the audience to realize from what Dana is saying, is that you know, rely on a support system. If you don't have one, reach out to people, your church, groups, it could be family members, friends, co-workers. But in a situation like that, it's tough to go it by yourself. You know, having God praying is the ultimate, but you still need the human interaction, I believe, you know, to get out of it. And like you said, you have to experience it. We all have our burdens to bear, our pain. It'll be different situations, may not be the same, but, you know, the question is, life will hit you with a curveball, and the question to you is, what are you going to do about it? So you have to draw on your strengths, on your resources. In your case, it was prayers. You never gave up on that, and you had friends, and you had a church family, so to speak. So that's pretty good. In terms of physical, did you like go for walks? Did you? Anything physical, devastated. You couldn't do that.
And I'm an exercise person. I love to exercise. I mean, I like to do boxing. I like to do the obstacle racing stuff. I stopped. Like I had no
Everything.
desire. I
Yeah,
did
no
not
desire.
exercise, no gym,
Yeah.
no walking. I was devastated.
Yeah,
I tell
yeah.
you, I was
No
absolutely
strength, yeah.
nothing. I was devastated. I didn't want to do anything.
didn't
I could
wanna do
barely get out the bed.
Wow.
I mean, I took my bath and that
Yeah.
was it. And I got
Sleep,
dressed.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people know me for my hair, my makeup, looking beautiful. You know, for like
You had
8
to
weeks.
stay inside.
No hair,
Yeah.
no makeup. I
Yeah.
just, you know, I
Real
couldn't even
step back.
deal. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's pretty intense,
Yes.
intense pain and you know, tragedy. But you know, in life we have to turn our tragedies into triumph. You know, we have to do that. You know, adversity causes some men to break and others to break records. I like how William Ward puts that. And you did, when you're going through it, it's tough. Let me
Yes.
tell you, nobody want to go through it. But when you come out of it, then you could look back on it as a lesson. You could help people. So tell the audience, tell us a little bit, share with us, you know, what you did. We know you did a lot of praying, but what were some of the other steps or tools that you use to come out of this situation?
One thing I can tell you, I had to decide, had to make a decision. Am I going to stay here or am I going to come out of this? And I decided, I don't want to stay here. I want to be happy and I want peace. And then the universe started working in harmony so that I would get that. I end up, because I'm friends with Alan Dagbar, who is my mentor, my spiritual teacher, friend, brother, everything. I end up having mentor sessions with him. And he introduced me to art therapy.
Right.
And what art therapy is, you're altering negative emotions and you're creating positive emotions and expanding on the positive emotions. And while I did that, I was able to create healing infusions, which is the use of shapes, colors, and affirmations or prayers to alter negative emotions and create a new positive emotion and expand on the positive emotions. And that's what helped me. That helped me tremendously.
You want to show us a little bit how you do
Yes.
that? I know
Actually,
you
this
brought
is,
some.
I'll show you my actual sessions that I actually did. Because what you do, you identify the negative emotion, and the negative emotion that was plaguing me the most was sadness and pain and grief. So, let me give a good one. So, I'll use fear. Because I was afraid because you know what, my parents were gone and my dad was my world. And as I thought about it, I mean, I had seen my dad every day, even as old as I was, I went by his house. So I was afraid, like, what am I going to do? So the fear of emotion. And what the art therapy is, I wanted to create a new positive emotion. And the new positive emotion that I wanted to create was trust. Because I needed to trust God. I needed to trust the universe. I needed to trust that things will be better. So with the art therapy, you have, actually there's a color chart and there's a shape chart. So I took brown, which is representative of trust.
You could show the audience.
Yes, actually let me show you actually the color chart. So this is the actual color chart that you can see, and the colors represent an emotion, a positive emotion that you're expanding to. So I wanted to expand to trust because I needed to trust. So as I colored the paper, I said, I am trust. I affirmed it, I am trust.
Affirmation.
And then I felt it, I am trust. And I let myself feel I am trust. So now I created a positive emotion. So now I want to further expand on the positive emotion. So now I use the shape chart. And the shape chart is the healing infusions of the positive emotion. I'll just take one. The diamond is wisdom. I needed wisdom because I needed, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to live my life? So as I drew the shape wisdom, I am wisdom. I affirmed it. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. and I felt it. I am wisdom. And I felt like I was wisdom. I felt like I can do this. So now to further expand on the positive emotion, I went back to the color chart.
Yes.
And this is yellow. Yellow is representative of the emotion clarity. And boy, did I need clarity, right? My whole world is shattered.
Yeah.
So as I colored, I am clarity. I am clarity. And I felt it, I am clarity. And then I just created affirmations based on that. I would do them in the morning, I would do them in the afternoon, I would do them before bed, or anytime that negative emotion wanted to come up, I just did it continually.
This was a tool.
Exactly.
Just show the audience
Yes.
what you get, your masterpiece.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. My masterpiece, yes. The top one is the session for fear, and the second one is the session for anxiety.
Yeah, so pretty good stuff. Yeah, so so you use it as often as you think you
still use it.
You
I
still
still
use it.
it.
Yeah, so it's good. But one of the things you said, Dana said, was that you have to make the choice. Whatever your situation is, whatever life brings about, you know, that's painful, that's a challenge, that's an obstacle, you have to make the choice to change, to rectify it, to find help, right?
Yes.
So basically, you found it through Alain Dagba, who's been on the show, and he and I will be doing, as you know, a show where we'll be doing life coaching to studio audience. So we'll be doing, and we in the same group will be doing speaking all over all over the state. So exciting things coming up. So this is it's pretty good. I want to try it myself.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's good. You just take the negative emotion, you get rid of it, and you replace it. You see, that's the key. Getting rid of something, you have that space, what you replace it with.
Yes.
And you replace it with a positive affirmation. And when you say it, when you draw it, when you use the colors, the different colors that symbolize different things, like trust or clarity, then you put it into your subconscious, basically, and that's how you heal, and that's how you come out of it. So pretty good
Because
stuff.
you're actually creating a new pattern, believe it or not.
Pattern.
You're creating a new emotional pattern, a new thought pattern.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, you're creating art. I mean, this is art therapy and healing infusion, but it's art. You can post it. I did crayon, but you can do it with painting. I've actually created paintings where you can do the art therapy with it. So it's not even art therapy, it's your masterpiece to the life of happiness.
To the life of happiness. And I look at this as reprogramming your subconscious. You know, taking those things there that you don't need, that's not serving you, and you replacing it with positive, with things that are going to uplift you, build your confidence, you know, build your trust, and make you go forward and live the lifestyle that you desire.
Yes.
You know, and that's a pretty good thing.
Yes, exactly.
So you want to share with us, you know, some of the other things, how you came out of it, how things progressed for you. It didn't happen overnight. It took time.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness, no. It didn't happen overnight. But it was time. But you know what? I was patient with myself. And you have to be patient with yourself. Because I realized where I have to think of my age, because I think I'm 21, so I actually have to remember how old I was. Whatever age you are, when you come to the place of brokenness, all your pains, all your baggage, that's there. So even though you're broken, and you want to be happy, and you want to repair yourself, and you want to live on purpose and live that life, dream life, you have to be patient with yourself. And that's what I was. I was patient. I did the meditations. I did affirmations, you know, and I forced myself to make a decision. I am going to be happy. I set an intention every day. I'm going to be happy. And also, too, with the art therapy, it's about mastering your emotions. Master my emotions. I choose how I want to feel. You know, sadness wants to come over me, but I choose, no, I am not going to be sad. Like every morning I wake up, I ask myself, Dana, how are you going to feel today? And I say, you know what, like this morning I was like, I'm going to feel powerful. So I know everything that goes along with powerful, that's how I'm going to feel. And my intention for today was, I want to make people smile. So everything that I do today will make people smile and be happy.
Yeah, so you program how your day will go. You don't let outside events dictate how your day will go. So that's pretty powerful. So you use prayer, use the art therapy, use the affirmations. Tell us a little bit more about meditation. Did you meditate before these events happened, or was it something you started implementing at this point in your life?
It's funny, long time ago, I used to do that, but living life makes you lose awareness of that. And actually, what really got me back into it, actually Alan and Danielle Dagba, because Danielle is a meditator. She's like a queen meditator. So, and Alan too. And it actually brought me back into that, to meditate, but meditate with a spiritual twist. Meditate with my mind on the divine, my mind on God, and my mind surrounded by God, so that when I do meditate and I am quiet in my mind, it's as if God is surrounding me and guiding me. So
I think with meditation, you know, and I believe this and I experience this, when you quiet yourself, you know, the Psalm says, Psalm 46:10, be still and know that I'm God. And it's our connection to God, because, you know, most of the times you concentrate on your breath, and that's life. That's the breath of life, and it's so powerful when you quiet yourself. You know, I saw this somewhere. Someone said, if you don't have time to meditate, that means you need it. That's
true.
When we keep saying, oh, we're running around, I don't have time to meditate, that's when you need it. Because we should not be running around. You know, we should be taking life, and that doesn't mean we, you know, we don't do what we need to do and plan things and do things, but we have to prioritize. We don't let things overtake our schedule. So meditating is very powerful. So the affirmations, you know, doing the drawing, the colors, the symbols, the shapes, very powerful. So it took you out from where you were.
And I actually do breathing too. I do the mindfulness breathe, because I believe the breath that God breathed into us to create us, that's the same breath, and it brings life to you. And it actually slows you down. It slows you down.
We need to do that. And the thing is, people say, well, if it slows you down, if you empty your mind, you know, how does that help you? It gives you more power. You get, you know, you could discern more. You get more guidance, you know. So it does help. So 15 minutes, you know, 20 minutes, how much you could do. The thing is, once you start to do it, what I've realized, I experienced, once I started to do it, my body gets used to it, and I want to do it more naturally, automatically. So it's pretty good. So, so you share with us you know, the challenges you went through, you know, all that pain, how you overcame it. So tell us now where you are now, you know, where your life is now. You have that big bubbly smile, speaking, you're coaching, you're doing a lot of things, and you still have your full-time job. So, you know, share with the audience where you are now in your life.
Amen. It's funny, I like disco music. There's a song that comes to me by Linda Clifford. It's like If My Friends Could See Me Now. And yes, look at, I'm living my dream. I'm speaking. I'm helping people. I've published a book. You know, I do paintings, I do art. The very things that I thought I could not do, I can do. And I'm not afraid, I'm bold, I'm confident. I truly believe that there is no event or no challenge that I can't win or that I can't overtake and be myself and be successful in every area of my life. So to be able to say that, if you knew me 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I was a different person.
So you evolve, and you made that choice. And you'll seek help from praying, from talking to people, from getting a mentor. And I tell people, get a mentor, get a coach. Sometimes you could afford to pay. Sometimes you talk to somebody who could give you advice, probably in your church or some group if you cannot afford to pay. But get somebody who has an outside view. Because when you're in the frame, you cannot see the picture.
Right.
And you need somebody from outside to give you that guidance, to ask you the hard questions, to make you see things in a different perspective.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the day, you keep saying this, you have to make the choice. And sometimes they're tough choices.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't want to do it, but it depends on where you want to be in your life. What do you want to experience? That's so critical.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
So tell us some of the things you're doing now to help people,
Yes.
you know, coming through your experience, and some of the things you use, how you giving back now.
Well, I do life coaching.
Right.
I do that. And I do motivational speaking,
Right.
because people need to be encouraged.
Yeah.
Even though my other job that I do that even at my job, because I
Yeah.
realize that people need tools, people need help, people need kindness.
Yeah.
You know, people just need to know, like, it doesn't have to be like this. Things
Yeah.
could change.
Things could change. Yeah, yeah. And you teach the art therapy to,
Yes,
to
I do.
people.
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
That's critical.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And actually, I do paintings. I sell paintings. It's the Healing Infusion paintings.
Yeah.
Actually, if you check my Facebook page, you will see my Healing Infusions art with quotes and stories of my how I got over stories.
Yeah. So you
right?
share it,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yes.
our story is to share with people, to help people.
Yes.
Things we did by trial and error, we could tell them, and they could, and that's the whole purpose of this show too. Live Your Passion is to bring people with stories and let the audience see, you know, the challenges they went through, how they overcame it, and how they're doing now in their lives, and you know, to encourage you that you could use some of their wisdoms to help you on your journey.
Yes.
And that's basically what we, you know, what you've been doing here this morning. So
Yes,
it's been
exactly.
pretty good. So is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience, or any tools or nuggets? Share as much as you need to.
I want to tell you, you have to believe that you deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you don't think you deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
You don't think you deserve to have a good life, so you live any kind of life.
Yeah.
And you want to be happy, but you
Right.
can't.
Yeah.
But also, too, you have to believe it. If you don't believe something, it's not going to work. And also, redefining challenges. Like the loss of my brother and my mother and my father, you know what I take that as? It was a gift. Because you know why? It unlocked the gifts in me, and I stand here today. I'm writing, I'm speaking, I actually do poetry, I'm painting, I'm sharing my story to heal people.
Yes.
But if that progression of passings of my family members, I wouldn't be here. So I redirect it. You know, do I not feel sad sometimes when I think about my father?
Course. Yeah.
But I do. But you know, when I feel sad, I'll think about that and I'll write the most inspirational article, or I'll say the most inspirational thing to someone, because I choose to not let the challenge take me down. I live by intention. I live on purpose.
Right.
I master my emotions. You do not let emotions control you.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, you have control. It's a fight. Is it easy? No, but you can master your emotions.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, I highly recommend the that therapy,
This is
the
my
art
therapy
therapy.
book.
It sounds, you know, very healing
Yes.
and freeing. So that's good. The affirmation,
Yes.
the art therapy, going with it. Pretty good. Show them the back of the, oh, that's
Yes,
pretty.
exactly. Because people that know me know that I believe in the butterfly.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it transforms. You look at it's an ugly caterpillar crawling, and then it becomes the beautiful butterfly.
Yeah.
And that's what we all are, a beautiful butterfly, but you have to believe that. But I would like to read the quote from it.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. This book is the first step to opening the door to discover happiness. Because happiness is a promise to everyone. My goal is for you to become the best person ever and experience yourself as happiness.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty good. Thanks a lot for sharing, you know, his story. Very powerful, deep, painful story and how you overcame it. The tools, the things you did, getting a mentor, praying, doing the things that a mentor told you to do, following through, and now you're teaching other people how to do it. And you're at a place where you're speaking, you know, you're doing coaching, you're doing art, poetry. Wow, multi-talented.
Yeah.
Plus you're a boxer.
Yes, that's right. I like to
for
box. That's
exercise.
right, exactly.
Yeah. So pretty good. So how could people get in contact with you? They wanna.
Okay.
They want
you can reach me through email at embrace, EMBRCEURLIFE1.com, my email, or my website, selfembracing.com.
Yeah, pretty good. So thanks so much for gracing us with your presence and sharing your powerful story. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Oh my goodness, my year has been made. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So what I like to do on the show is read the quote of the day. Quote of the day with Dana is, this is from my Inspirational Life Quotes, a collection for your daily motivation for 365 days of the year. And the quote today is, you know how rich you are by counting the blessings in your life that money cannot buy.
Amen. I received that.
Unknown.
Amen.
Yeah. So, and one of the things I like to do on my show, our book, Courage in Our Hearts, a family's love story. My wife, myself, my son Larry, and Charisma, our daughter, wrote this, and I like to give an autographed copy to my guests.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, and
thank
just
you.
mention the other books we have, all on Amazon, Discover Your Inner Treasure, an action guide to Courage in Our Hearts.
Yes.
And my wife and I wrote this one, IP Goals Made Easy, for parents of special needs children because of our own experience with our deaf son. So thanks very much. I'm your host, Alex Stephen from Live Your Passion. You could reach me at info@alexstephen.com, and my website has free resources, alexstephen.com. Thanks again, and see you next time.
You're watching Medfield TV, community shows.